What if I told you a story? A story about the greatest betrayal that you could ever experience. A betrayal that defies any kind of human logic or mystical explanation. What if the one that's supposed to protect you the most throws you away? What if there was no other way of seeing it, and yet you knew there was something there for you? Something along the lines of a gift.
I would never completely understand why my father did what he did. I would like to start off telling a story about a boy. In 1996, he went from being this playful, happy, energetic 5-year-old to this bloated, feverish, sick kid. No matter the months, his body began to break down to his mother had to literally carry him to doctor's appointments, begging the doctors to find out why he was appearing near death. The doctors did give him 5 months to live. They put him on 22 oral medication, 3 IV antibiotics, and 2 injections daily. Then that boy was sent home from the hospital to die. That boy was me, and now I'm 25 years old. I guess everybody's story starts the day they were born. I was born to a very loving mother, but a father who just wasn't sure he wanted to be my dad. He constantly denied that I was his kid until DNA testing said otherwise. He would always make up excuses of how I couldn't be his kid because I had a scar on my forehead or I was too fat or whatever. There was always an excuse of why I couldn't be his kid. So then in 1992, when I was 11 months old, he made a surprise visit to a hospital I was staying at from when I was having an asthma attack. My mother had been up 24 hours the night before. She was just tired and just wanted something to drink. So she asked him, "Oh, hey, could you go get me something to drink?" He said, "No, I'll stay here and watch your kid while you go get something to drink." And this is where he took out HIV-tainted blood and intentionally injected me with the HIV virus, hoping I would die off and he would never have to pay child support. About a month later, my dad finally left a picture and told my mother, "Don't worry about looking me up for child support. Your child's not gonna live long." She didn't think so much about that until 1996 when I went from being this playful, happy, energetic 5-year-old to this bloated, feverish, sick kid. Life has always been very challenging being a person who's been diagnosed with AIDS. I grew up with a lot of stigma. It was the 90s. People didn't really have an understanding. Brought fear to go out in public to everybody in my family, because what happened was when I was diagnosed, my father was arrested and put on trial for what he did and given a license in prison. And it was the first court case that was nationalized on TV and shown on TV. And so people aren't idiots. They can do the math and they can see my mom at the supermarket and say, "Oh, that's the woman whose son was injected with HIV." It wasn't until 5th or 6th grade when my peers would start running away from me in the hallways like I had a gang calling me names like AIDS boy, gay boy, freak. I was still left out of birthday parties and social invitations, but I started to realize that. I started to realize that I was worthless and started to believe that, I didn't fit in with this world, that I didn't matter. There was just one night that I was ready to end it all. I had 3 knives in front of me. I asked myself which one can cut deeper. I believed that I didn't belong here. But the beauty of life is you don't have to be weighed down by your past. You don't have to be weighed down by baggage and bitterness. And so the best thing that we can do in life is just simply let it go. I want to forgive my father. I've learned to be joyful in life without a dad. Forgiveness isn't about the other person. Forgiveness is about freeing yourself from the situation, allowing yourself to move on regardless of what they're doing. And forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting, because your most valuable asset in your life is your heart, and you gotta protect yourself. And you gotta be able to move on and experience the blessings of life without giving away the control to somebody else. Suffering produces perseverance, and perseverance produces character, and character produces hope. And hope does not fail. And that means that everything that we go through in life has the ability to make us and break us into the unique individual we are called to be. I get to choose the outcome. And there's not a lot of things that we do get to choose in life. We don't get to choose where we grow up. We don't get to choose where we went to school. Some people don't even get to choose the clothes on their back or their next meal. You can either play the role of the victim where people feel sorry for you and you're always defined by that situation, or you can get up, rise above it, persevere, find the character, find the hope, and play the role of the victory. But at 13, I really questioned myself. I was just this chump who just tried to kill myself. What do I have to give? And I saw that I have a path. And because I have a past, I have a story. But I have a story of hope because I'm going somewhere. And that's what I can offer to this world. It's just a simple story, a simple conversation of hope. Life isn't about what you can get. It's about what you can give. Because if you give everything away, you got nothing to lose. If you allow yourself to build other people up and pour into other people, then you get to experience the joy of reaping what you sow and seeing those people go on to do things. And that's how legacies happen. People don't get anything from those legacies. People give.
Brian found in his suffering something bigger than he ever thought he could. Every experience is perceptual, and it could have the sweetest taste or be the most bitter medicine. I hope you too one day can look at all of your life and know truly that it's a gift.